Now, the city of Dublin always ready to fill a stadium for some friendly competition. And today, the Irish crowd has shown up in force. Not for Gaelic football, or hurling, or rugby partner, no. But to welcome the NFL to the beautiful Emerald Isle. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And away we go from Dublin. Dante Kent with a return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And he could have a free play here. Nice catch along the sideline. Awesome body control to stay in bounds there. Oh, but we've got a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, but you can't do it better than that.
44-yard line.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going to the ground again on first. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
It's Cup and Thielen. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now give it to Mason. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Give left side to Mason. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it gives to Jones. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Brings it in at the 12. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, and they go right back to it. And it's got 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Hits him on the out route. Dodges another stop. Has room down the left sideline. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers go up 6-0 here in the 1st. Pat Fryermuth the touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers 7, Vikings nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. This makes it up to the 25. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he will look this one up to the 28. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play action, McCarthy. Headed out right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And it's 3rd down now.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Caught by Washington, left side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
Even if it doesn't get the first down, you can't be mad about that play offensively. The sweep was executed really well. They won the race to the edge, and they netted a solid gain.
On 2nd down, Warren. Cuts right. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-0 lead. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead. Here's Mason. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. He's got it deep downfield. He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Mason gets it from the gun. And they send it straight ahead, but the clock stops in after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Set up the screen, it's Addison. And this is near the first down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. 3rd down at the 29.
Jordan Addison. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
Kate, a fullback to get you the hard yards. It gets you those first downs on 3rd down. Not too much different than that 3 wood in my golf bag. Just something trusty about it when I really need it.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from Dublin after this. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Here's McCarthy to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
McCarthy's pass.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers will look to throw. It's DK on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Now we give to Warren, coming right. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offensive line fast.
10 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Into traffic, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
4 yards on
The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block him.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Ran it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Steelers set to punt it. Rondale Moore on the return. He gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Come on. Set. 19. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Another one to Addison. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 from the 43.
Let's go. Viking 8. Panther 11. Panther 11. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Another throw here for McCarthy. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. This from 30 yards out. Reichard connects there, and that'll get him back to 11.
That's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now, this Irish crowd has been great so far. No surprise there, and still 2 quarters left to play here in Dublin. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Has a big strike to Addison. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Even 25 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That stop made by T.J. Watt.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Running once more with Mason. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
19 Tiger.
Motion man right is Jefferson. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Now, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now.
18 Cardinal.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now here's Rodgers. Going the out route, complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down throw here by Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That one hits for 30. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Counterplay here, Warren. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. This underneath to Warren. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Pressure coming. Rodgers. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that play.
Caught near the goal line. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Moore with a return.
Rondale Moore on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just haven't been able to do so far.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. All down by the first rounder out of Oregon, Derek Harmon.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And we'll need to pause for an injury here, and this is the last guy you want hurt. Justin Jefferson, the player being tended to. There's McCarthy on first and 10. That's more of the catch out left. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Let's go.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Here we go.
McCarthy to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Here we go. Smash.
Mason trying left side. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with third down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. This one's caught. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. No run here. It's Mason. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
20.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They'll go again with Warren. This will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. He's got it on the bootleg. He rolls to his right. It connects down the sideline. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Warren running between the tackles. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Trying an inside give to Warren. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Dublin. Steelers close to beginning the year 4-0. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Back to Warren. This is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. Give them 3 yards, and they're just inches away on 3rd down.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
319.
Warren. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Mason will try this one up the gut. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Drop play here, it's Mason. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
19 tight, 19.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up the big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack. I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 right. Let's go.
McCarthy throwing on third down. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a third down conversion via penalty.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided.
The Steelers' 36-yard line.
Will Reichert now to try the Vikings field goal. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. The kick is good, so no time left. They at least put another 3 on the board, but things still ending in a tough loss. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Dublin.